Hi, my name is Monica Vasquez, and for today's assignment, analyzing a lesson, I will be doing that based on Miss Smith, Miss Tristan Smith, who is one of our campus instructional coaches, as well as my mentor this year. And she's amazing, and everything she does, she goes over it thoroughly to make sure we understand as teachers, and this was no difference. Her objective for this lesson that I was able to observe was to introduce a concept of basic addition and subtraction through digital games and interactive activities. The students were asked to solve simple math problems using an educational app that allows them to drag and drop numbers to complete equations, helping them develop the number sense. The lesson was focused on fostering problem solving skills and promoting a growth mindset through the use of technology. She was able to give us, in a traditional classroom we were in, we were able to, I was able to sit with some of the students to watch her do her lesson. Like I said, traditional classroom, 4 tables, you got the teacher desk, a chair, nothing fancy, a Promethean board, interactive TV board, cubbies for their backpacks, just a typical traditional room. And the mindset, like I said, overall was a growth mindset. Miss Smith was able to frame certain mistakes and opportunities for the learning throughout her lesson that I was able to see. During the interactive math game, when one student answered a question incorrectly, Miss Smith responded, I remember, with a smile, and she had told the student, great effort. Like, she helped him, be comfortable with not answering it correctly, but telling him, like, let's see if we could do it if we could solve it in a different way. The students were not penalized for their mistakes. There was clear communication that making mistakes was part of the learning process. This approach, I think, to me, directly promotes the idea with the intelligence and the capabilities that through growth, through the effort, there's perseverance. Evidence risk taking, I would say one of the things that stood out during the observation was the encouragement of students to take risk by Miss Smith was repeated constantly. It's okay. Let me see. Do you know? Do you know? This one student, what was her name? It was Jolie. Her name was Jolie, kindergarten, and she was solving a math problem on the app, and there was a feature that allowed them to undo any of their mistakes. This student in particular, Jolie, was able to try different answers without the fear of permanent failure. And she was just so nervous. She's like, I don't want to guess because it's going to be wrong. And she hesitated to answer the question. And Miss Smith went over there and encouraged and said the words, give it a try. What's going to happen? If it's wrong, it's wrong. We go back and we'll do it again. And I remember Jolie was, she started to do it. She got more comfortable, and my learning win right there was when Miss Smith was like, you might not get it right the first time, but that's okay. That means you're learning. We're here in school to learn. So I thought that was awesome. Facilitator feedback. I think Miss Smith demonstrated a growth mindset through being supportive with the language, positive reinforcement. For example, when the student said, I don't know how to do this, Miss Smith responded with, that's okay, you're learning, let's take it step by step, and let's see what happens. This helped the student feel more comfortable and open to trying again. And I think as a teacher, that's what we're needing to see that from teachers. She also created an environment conducive to risk taking by celebrating all the attempts, not just the correct answers. By using the app that allowed students to make mistakes. ABC Mouse is what they were doing. Something simple with just for the lesson. And she was allowing them to make the mistakes without the consequence. By framing mistakes as part of the learning process, that Ms. Smith effectively encouraged students to take risks in their learning journey. And I think once you see her in action, it was just amazing. It will show other teachers how to conduct a lesson. There are going to be questions off the wall that students will ask, like, they're like, oh, what number is this? Oh, my dog died. And he's like, oh, wow, okay, well, that's the number one dog. And and it's funny when you teach kids in kindergarten, because it helps reflect on how they are. So that is my analysis from Miss Smith and her lesson on addition and using the technology app for them. Thank you.